Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been a Truder, welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, where last time, our hero Perun became a legend, kind of by accident, admittedly. I was planning to start, a big murder bloodline, but as it turns out, no, I've picked up the dutiful brute bloodline, which doesn't sound great, to be honest, but it's still a thing, it's great. I've now got a bloodline, all of my children are part of that bloodline retroactively. Oh, it's nice. It's nice to see. The economy's in good shape, the military's in good shape, I've finally sorted out the succession and got someone promising enough, if not spectacular, lined up to actually take over, and in fact, their child. That's where things get interesting. We might just be able to, eat Bulgaria. Everyone enjoys just eating Bulgaria. That's gonna be some good flippin' stuff. But, we do have some problems, mind. The Islamic faction still holds, vast amounts of Turkey that we got kicked out of. Now, I would love to go and take some of this back, but despite the fact there's a massive crusade happening right now, this guy just never seems to drop below 10,000 troops. He's always swimming in troops, so I am not strong enough to attack him just yet. So the real question now is, what are we going to do with Despot Perun's remaining years? Because, to be honest, I can't really be sure how long he's gonna be hanging around right now. He's 67 years old at the minute, and he is brawny on account of the lunacy war of Skull Mountain. He came out of that a monster of a man, but that's only health +1. During his one-man invasion of the Middle East, he's picked up some injuries. So wounded, that's worth -1 right there, and severely injured, that's worth another -2. So, when you're 67 years old and you've got -2 health baked in, it's entirely possible he might just die, especially as swollen ankle, that's another 0.25, black eye, another 0.25, swollen wrist, another 0.25. Okay, so overall he's got himself, I believe, -2.75 health at the age of 67. So, Perun might be about to die. He might just drop dead any flipping day. That can just be a thing. So, we need to figure out what the priorities are going forward. What are we going to do to set up the empire properly, ready for Hector to inherit? Because there are so many opportunities open to me right now. Just for some reason, there's a huge amount of weak claims available to me. Probably because, there's a bunch of rebellions going on. There happens to be a large number of child or female rulers floating about. So, opportunities on every flipping side by the looks of it. Also, always worth keeping an eye on the rest of the world too. Aquitaine seems to have recovered nicely. They're doing very well for themselves. England is in a really interesting position, by the way. After many years of fragmentation, they're now down to 2 major powers left. There is the House of Wessex and the King of England themselves. So that's pretty much it. That's all they've actually got left in the world. So Wessex controlling pretty much all of South England, England controlling the north. So sooner or later, they're going to be coming to blows. Okay, I think I know what my first priority has to be here, which is I do want to start expanding south towards Greece proper. Alright, I'm done just taking little bits of Hungary. We want to go down here to where the lovely, lovely wealthy land is, damn it. And I've got myself a claim for it, but because it's an engineered claim, it dies with me. So as we've already paid for it, we better make that one happen sooner rather than later. Here we go. Athens has got basically flipping nothing. I believe they've got a friend, but he's got nothing either. And honestly, he'll be a day late and $1 short. So we should be able to just walk in and make that happen. Though maybe we actually, keep Perun the Wiser off the front line on this occasion. Just let him rest at home for a bit, because I feel like he could just do with, a bit of a retirement. At least until his many, many, many injuries heal. Right, Council's 100% on board with this, even the Glory Hounds for some reason. Aside from the Duke of Bosnia, who apparently is related to this guy, but basically, screw you, you're outvoted. Right, gather the troops in Bulgaria, we'll meet up there, deal with all of this nonsense. But honestly, I don't know whether I've even got time to sort out this war. There is a very real possibility Perun will just drop dead. I will be surprised if he's still alive at the end of this episode. If he survives, it'll be a complete fluke. Here we go. Let's get a handful of new people in to help out with all of this nonsense now that Perun needs to just, chill out for a bit. So, siege leader. Like a good siege leader. Excellent. Oh, and here's an interesting move. The Emperor's waking up. And he's decided to go for a big attack to these guys. Okay, unfortunately he's gone for a holy war again. Now, these guys have got nothing. Alright, they're very, very flimsy indeed. He can definitely march all over them. The problem is, holy wars mean everyone gets to join in. Then again, we know for a fact these guys are very, very busy right now because there's cocking 12,000 Crusaders after Jerusalem. I mean, if there was one time to attack these guys when, the Abbasid dynasty might not be able to show up to assist, this would be the moment. Okay, I see the sense here. Yes, also, as you're actually going to war against that guy, would I still be allowed to go to war against... Yes. If I just break down my armies, in theory, after the Athens business is done, because you didn't declare war against these guys, they just hang on. If those guys choose to get involved in the Holy War, I don't know if that changes, whether we're technically already at war, so I can't start a new one. We'll have to see. Let's get Athens done for the time being, because, I don't want to jump in yet. Just keep an eye on what's going on here. How many troops does the Emperor have? Wow. 15,000. You're welcome, by the way. Many of those are mine. Okay. This is looking good, actually. This was a good time for you to do this. And gives me visibility of these guys over here. Fine. So those are the reinforcements piling in. But we can get down over here, smash these guys long before that becomes an issue. Also, I find this sort of hilarious. My old hated rival did technically survive the whole business in the Middle East. So he's got himself a bloodline too. Because he was out there on the legendary journey. So I feel like he doesn't deserve it, but whatever. My old rival somehow bloody survived and got a bloodline out of it. And apparently I was inspired by my own hated rival, who I totally just left out there to die, but he somehow managed to survive regardless. So, morale up, martial up. Well, I shan't say no. Okay, the main army is now chilling out right here on plains. Oh, Perun loved fighting on plains, but no. Do not go over to Perun. Let the new guys have a go, damn it. So yeah, he's trying to take down some of my local territory. It's going to take him bloody ages to do. My territory is reasonably well defended. These guys are taking their sweet time. Then we can just, take care of this. Everything is under control. So troops will be moving in momentarily. Job done. Alright, this small army is fleeing north. We should be able to catch that, no problem. And there we go. The battle begins. No pay run, but these guys have been well trained, alright? They can handle this. No problem whatsoever. One flank collapses. Is he actually on the front line? I believe he is. Also, I can apparently make my troops stronger. Make them, flat terrain experts. I mean, Perun, you were always good at that, but Organizer is just so damn strong. Yeah, make him an Organizer. That's really, really damn good. I mean, Organisation, that's what won us the Lunacy War of Skull Mountain. So, we got ourselves, yep, he's improved. We've won ourselves a battle. You're now retreating south, almost certainly to Athens. So if we're lucky, we might even be able to beat you down there. And, brand new keep, more troops, more money too, I believe. Where are the reinforcements? Over there, but it's nothing. They've got absolutely nothing. Okay, now here's interesting. A small number of factions have joined into the war, but they're not the big lads. No, they're pretty small, actually. This is interesting. These guys are too busy with the crusade to get involved. And yeah, there is a huge, huge amount of troops floating around here. Looks to me like the Athenian army has, decided to divert over here to join up with their reinforcements. So, screw it. We can just basically get over here, deal with this nonsense. 20% every 12 days. Yeah, that's why you want a siege leader. Good stuff. Now, my liege's council is discontent, so I could go joining some factions right now, including Prince Abbas. No. Leave it for the time being. Alright, just leave it for the time being. We're doing just fine as we are. So this territory is going to go down nice and fast. The king is just chilling out right here. No, he naffed off. Fair enough. Where's the rest of you, by the way? I don't know. I see you there. Where did your friends go? And... okay, hang on. Who are you and what's going on? Okay, no, do not go... wait, who are you? Oh, bloody hell. The fifth of a pope that I actually controlled has decided to go bloody heretic. Well, I'm not going heretic. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry, but you have to go in prison. Okay, one of my commanders is eligible. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure I actually want him to be... hang on. Ballsag. Are you even commanding right now? Because I'm pretty sure you're not. Oh, hang on. Yes, you are. You're just wearing a hat right now. Right. Do not let him be the new guy. We need him to take down Athens. Okay, Daniel, you are woefully underqualified for this, but screw it. You'd be a loyalist vote, so welcome aboard. And it has happened. I am not surprised. I don't think any of us could have been surprised. Despot Perun came back from his legendary journey with severe injuries that a man of his age was always going to struggle to recover from. 5 separate injuries. But, okay, we need to take a moment here. We need to take a moment to just acknowledge the utter, wonderful genius of this man, Despot Perun the Wise, who I'm pretty sure is only called the Wise because everyone's cocky terrified of the man. But just try and remember what flipping state Serbia was in at the moment when he took over. Serbia was some tiny, tiny nation, racked by division, looking threatened by Hungary, by Italy, by Bulgaria. On every side, we had enemies. Things were looking precarious. He was a weak, ineffectual, frail boy. No one was expecting much of Perun. The very name seemed ironic after how strong Leon had been. It just felt like a cruel joke that his son, named Perun when he was born, had turned out to be so frail, so weedy, such a nerd. Oh, but then Perun proved us all wrong. He joined the champions, and he didn't just thrive there, he became their leader, and then led a one-man invasion of the Middle East. And won, and came back as a legend, now regarded as the finest fighter in the history of the entire cocky society. At home, he hugely expanded the territory of Serbia, having seized the throne in a cunning manoeuvre that only went slightly ludicrously insanely wrong. He massively built up the military. He massively improved the economy. He joined the Byzantine Empire and has been leading the fight back. Serbian troops have been keeping Rome alive, damn it. But he was not just a military leader. He was a great politician too. He negotiated peace and non-aggression pacts with those around him, and because of his genius manoeuvring, there is a very real possibility that Bulgaria might fall into Byzantine hands in the next generation. Perun, I mean, what can we even say? Just look at all those symbols. A genius at statesmanship, a mighty fighter on the plains. I mean, let us not forget how he was as a duelist and a battlefield commander. His life was so full I can't even fit everything in, but he is ridiculously strong on the plains. He was clever, he was scarred, he was brawny, he smelt slightly, that's true. He had sympathy for pagans, possibly because, you know, he kind of was one. He occasionally murdered his own family, but only because they sucked, alright? A brilliant duelist, loved by those around him, ambitious, but still trusting, still a good man aside from all of the murders. Brave, diligent, kind. He was great. I don't think we will ever see a leader as great as Perun the Wise again. Oh, what a bloody brilliant leader he's been. Now, Hector, we just have to see whether you can possibly live up to him. And it would appear this war hasn't automatically ended, so good. We just get to sort of have it anyway. Marvellous. Also, Hector, we have to have a chat. You have not earned that double beard. Not yet, okay? You may have a small beard, but you have to earn the double beard in this family. There we go. That is much more reasonable right there. We've got ourselves a good situation all of a sudden. So, I am the King of Serbia, and Croatia specifically, and my wife, she is in fact the Queen of Bulgaria, and we can keep her safe, meaning this little kid down over here, this little kid is very, very interesting indeed. Because just as I planned, Prince Maurikios right here, he is now the heir to Bulgaria, Serbia, and Serbia 1.0, so he gets it all. Well, this is fascinating. But not quite everything though, because technically this base is played by Agnatic Cognatic Gavelkind. So as a result of that, yeah, he's going to get himself the kingdom together with the capital, but the rest of it might, in theory, go elsewhere. For the time being, he is in line to get the lot, but if there are more sons, yeah, that might start getting divided up a bit. Still, that's not a problem we need to worry about for now, because Bulgaria is not my country, it's my wife's. Hector himself, yeah, he is a competent statesman, a decent enough military leader, if not exactly spectacular, and then there are some other problems elsewhere. Are you already part of a society, by the way? No, he is not, and he can't join the Champions of Perun because he is not publicly Slavic, though he is secretly Slavic. Personally, he is Slavic, so I mean, I could get him in there. I could just basically make him publicly declare he's Slavic, join the society, and then immediately go back to being Orthodox. Would there be any negative consequences to that? I don't know. Maybe, don't do that just yet. Okay. Ambition number 1. Let's groom an heir. That is not a bad idea at all. And as for the military, it's currently standing at, yeah, about 6,000 odd troops, but when we actually break them down, that's going to fall to 4,500, just because his marshal is not as high. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world, really. That's still a decent, healthy amount, if not as ridiculous. So, okay, that's good. And how do the vassals feel about me? There are some who are not... Oh, there are quite a few who aren't thrilled. Yeah, unfortunately, opinion of predecessor is negative, because at the end of his life there was a little bit of murder going on. So Hector's walked into a bit of a PR disaster around here. You're just not thrilled because you want to be on the council. Okay, check out the council. What do we need to do here? Daniel, commander, 16 marshal. You would make a very, very good marshal. That'd be pretty damn decent. Now, other people would like to have that role. You would love that role. You're not very good. And you can't really do anything else aside from maybe being this guy, but then this guy definitely can't do anything else. And I'm pretty sure my advisor is... hang on, my advisor is Haskar, who could in theory be... bloody hell. He could be the steward, so you can only really be a steward. You can't do anything else at all. Okay, this is all good. This is all excellent. So how do I Tetris this together? Okay, though it's not ideal, I just need to stabilise things for the moment. So the Duke of Epirus is going to be made the Marshal. Alright, just for now, Justly chills out. And he's going to go and do this job same as it's ever been. Which now means that all 5 people in my empire who feel like they deserve to be on the council are on the council. And once again, Daniel of Serbia, you are woefully underqualified, but welcome back to being Patriarch. And as for Hector himself, yeah, brilliant strategist, which is good. Personal combat skills are in good shape. Siege leader, really, really nice indeed. Direct leader, very, very nice indeed. Child of a concubine, but we'll just overlook that. Sympathy for pagan, excellent. Stubborn, not so good. That's kind of unfortunate. Arbitrary is bad as well, but what can you do? Proud is fine. Diligent is really amazing. And charitable's pretty damn solid too. Okay, what do we want to do with you as a starting point? What's the best way to, yeah, kick things off here? Because it feels like for the moment at least, your vassals are pretty chill. They're chill enough for now. I mean, some of the little ones are not thrilled, but screw those guys. You know what? Let's just take a few years of family. Diplomacy up will not hurt for making people like me more. Getting out a handful of spare children for marriage alliances and whatnot won't hurt. Tiny bit of extra health does not hurt either. And Hector has been invited straight back onto the council as advisor. Okay, not spectacular, but it'll do. Don't forget to reset crown focus, by the way. My own council is discontent. Of course they are. There's just been a changeover of power, but they don't seem to be rushing to cause too much in the way of trouble, so I'm not too worried yet. And Athens has been captured. Be flippin' beautiful. Successor nomination. Aha! Apparently we've got to do that, because yes, when I actually died, my old vote got cancelled. So okay, fair enough. What's the current state over there? Ah, yes, of course. Good old Prince Sebast. So hang on. Officially, what's the relationship between me and him now? So he's married to my sister. So he's my brother-in-law. Got it. Plus, he does just seem like a decent guy in general. Unless there's, like, you know, someone massively, massively better floating around. You're not massively better. To be perfectly honest, that's not that good at all. No, I shall be putting my vote behind Prince Sebast, alright? I believe in Sebast. He's wearing a nice hat. Aha! And we finally caught up with the Athenian army and their allies over there. So, okay. Wherever they are right now, you guys move in straight towards Zeta. By any chance. Alright, we managed just to go and kick your asses before you cause any trouble up there. Yeah, we've only just begun the siege then again. Oh wow, 26% every 12 days. Yeah, I'm enjoying that actually. We'll finish that off because apparently you'll be done in a flipping month. And I'm not sure where you're going, but you seem to be going the very long way round wherever it is. And okay. I am not voting with anybody. I would like to vote by myself for once, please. Yep, Siege of Megara. Straight a flipping way. This is incredibly fast. Wow, 37%. Okay, this is good stuff. Alright, so we'll just basically take out absolutely all of Athens. Then we'll march over here and deal with Zeta. You guys are not getting into Zeta anytime soon. And we might also have some problems with raiders. That's absolutely fine. Ragusa should be able to take care of that by themselves. Okay, Athens has now fallen. The Piraeus has gone down. We should just be able to pretty much walk straight home at this point. This will not be a problem in the slightest. Then again, this might be a fun opportunity for Hector himself to have a bit of a go. Oh, go on, Hector. Get out there, have some fun being in command by yourself, alright? Your father fought so many battles on the plains of Zeta, it's time for you to have a go. Okay, war score is now just ticking up because, yes, obviously the contested area is fully under my control. So yeah, we should now just be able to walk straight in, annihilate these guys on the open plains. Admittedly, not as effectively as Perun would have done, but what can you do? Alright, what can you flippin' do? I still suspect Hector will do very well for himself in his opening battle here, and there we go. Look at that, and... Okay, hang on, what have you just done? Catholicism? I don't want to give him an ultimatum, and I'm not clever enough to talk him out of it. Leave it be for the time being. Catholicism versus Orthodox is not so bad, all things considered, and when my relationship with him recovers over time, at that point, we'll be in a much better place to potentially demand reconversion. Alright, if Perun were here, that would not have happened. Perun would never have let that happen, but on the plus side, this was a good, nice starting victory for me. Good job there. Good flipping job. So Battle of Budva has actually been won very nicely, 100%. So I will very gladly be having Athens off you, actually. Huzzah. Remember the days when you could just right-click on a territory and just, you know, fill it up with troops? Those were good days. Then again, apparently, because this was, yes, within the same empire, there's not that whole change of management thing, 'cause it's still being managed by a Byzantine Greeky vassal, so... Okay, this is good. Apparently, this place is going to start, yeah, healing up nice and fast. And, oh my. Someone's already invested in this place a very nice amount. I approve of that. And that does actually get me straight up to 7 out of 7 in domain. So, hang on, just so we know precisely where we are. Yeah, I've got this bit of land down here. I've got Good Dog over there. Then I've got my little kind of coastal territories all along here. Then I've got Athens down over here. So... my territory is a bit spread out, and also, yeah, this tiny bit up here. At some point, I'm going to have to give some of that away, yes. Also, I'm just going to pop next door and help out my wife, because that is the polite thing to do. Make sure Bulgaria doesn't explode before I can, you know, inherit it. So we're just going to be taking care of that too. Just confirm she's happy with me doing that. Then we'll go over here, destroy these idiots, diddly diddly dee. Right, so Bulgarians just chilling out right over there. Apparently we're hostile to the Oltenians for some reason. Hang on, why am I hostile to the Oltenians? Ah, they've moved in to actually try and take over territory that's been held by... I think my mother just died. She was 74. She had a good run, damn it. Yeah, we're hostile to them because they're trying to take over this territory. So we need to knock out this rebellion before they can take any territory off of us. And 19% every 12 days. Very, very good indeed. Okay, we're making ludicrous fast progress here. I'm enjoying that. We should be able to knock out these guys in no time whatsoever. Although some idiot over here has decided to launch a war on the Emperor for... Okay. Bononia. Hang on, what are you after precisely? Oh, hang the flip on, mate. That's my territory, actually. No, you may not have that. I mean, you're welcome to come and try. Do it, and I will come and flipping destroy you. How's this war going over here, by the way? So far, looking pretty good. Has anyone actually joined who's... No, once again, it's just the little guys. The big guys have not actually joined in. How's the crusade going? Hopefully, still well. 29% in... Ooh. The crusade might be failing. That would be a concern. Yeah, their ruler's managed to reinforce nicely. His economy is in very, very strong shape. Catholicism has failed on this occasion. But as long as the crusade continues, he doesn't seem to be bothering to do anything with this holy war. So if we're lucky, the Byzantines might be able to seize this back. And apparently some of these cities are ludicrously wealthy. Wow, I will take 26 gold gladly. Oh, and the cheeky bastards were able to do it. Oltenia just somehow was able to actually, finish off that war and take this territory. Well, that is bloody rude. Which also seems to have reset my progress taking over this region for some reason. But I guess this means now we can just force our way in. So, okay. At this point, we need to retake the cities I swear I'd already taken, but what have you. Just move straight in. There's only like 100 people there. Move in there as well. There we go. Got that. Another 26 gold from a trouble. You've nearly won at this point, which is nice. I just need to head over here and sort this nonsense out. Where's the Bulgarian force? Can you guys handle this by yourself? I've kind of got something I need to go and deal with at home. Nope, never mind. She wrapped it up. Good. So, this woman is in prison. Again, would you please just execute her? Alright, last time, you let her go, and she immediately re-rebelled. Alright, straight in to deal with these losers. They are massively outnumbered. They don't actually have a commander here. I'm not sure what you were planning to get out of this stupid attack on me, but bad move. Also, I really need to remember to actually ask to join the war. So, yes, I'd like to help out with this nonsense, please. I'll go and take out this idiot for you. I'm assuming he's going to say yes, so we're just going to march over here and basically, wreck all his stuff. Especially as, there's nothing here. Right, we're just going to walk straight over here, and then we're just going to knock all this stuff over and then basically screw you. Oh, another thing that would never have happened under King Perun, somebody is trying to steal from me. No one would have flipping dared under my father, but yeah, someone's robbing me blind. 13 gold goes missing, and no way of avoiding it. I just pick up paranoid, and I don't want paranoid. I mean, admittedly, you lose a diplomacy for +2 to intrigue, which wouldn't be terrible, but it just seems like a bad thing to be. I will simply accept a small loss of gold. Right, straight into this territory, right over here, and as soon as the siege equipment is built, we're going in. This is some tiny little... Oh, it's nothing. Just get in there. Get in there. Conquer it, please. Knock it all over. Okay, you can surrender now. Goodbye. I mean, that was worth it just for the amount of money we got from ransacking the place. Okay, back to my territory, please. That was some fun little warring we've just done, but it's time to break down the army and take stock as to where we actually are. Okay, another thing to add to the list of stuff that no one would have said to Perun. My wife just walked up to me and said, "Oh dear, you're getting a bit fat, aren't you? Maybe you need to cut back a bit." No one would have said this to Perun. Flipping nobody. I feel like I am not getting the same level of respect. Okay, I will eat slightly less rather than take a risk of picking up stress. Stress would not be a good thing. Alright, I'm sure she means well for the most part. Also, here's cute. Hungary's actually got itself a new king. A tiny, tiny baby king. Who is not looking very promising at all. Okay, interesting. Slight miscalculation on my part, though. Though Prince Mauritius is due to inherit everything, there is, yes, a slight issue, which is he's not actually in my court. Right now, instead, he's in the Bulgarian court, because that's where he was born, that's where he grew up. Now, when he's an adult, I'll absolutely be able to invite him over, and there's a good chance he might well accept, because, you know, I'm his father. But this means, unfortunately, I'm not in control of his education, which is an issue. Because I suspect she's trying to flip him Bulgarian. Here we go. She's willing to accept me educating him. Good. Let's get that done. Also, what the hell is going on with my children? Why did 2 of them have genetic abnormalities? Okay, we knew you had club-footed. That's fine. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. But one of the children has also got a lisp from somewhere, so this is no good at all. Okay, I will take this child, the eldest one. I shall also educate her. Darn it. Too late to actually change his childhood focus, unfortunately. And, okay. So, Philip has advised that I need to lose a bit of weight. Apparently I've been taking that seriously. So I feel so hungry, but no problems just yet. Hopefully I don't pick up, like, malnourished or anything. Also, Count Braslev wants to kill me. My father did so much for you. So much. Okay, the plot was auto-stopped, so I've turned that off because I'd probably rather have tried to arrest him just because I wasn't particularly happy with him. And also we got ourselves a big host over here. Right, before we break down the mega army we can never get back again, send the army over there. We'll go smash those guys first. Also, does anyone know who this guy is and why he's in prison? Oh yeah, that was the former patriarch who turned out to be a heretic. Got it. So, okay. I could just banish you and get your stuff, but are we, like, supposed to, like, execute you or something? I mean, I'm happy to banish you. Oh, 3.6 gold. Every little helps. Off you go. This is positive. The Duke of Pannonia seems to have already raised some troops up, so hopefully, if I attack these guys, he's going in too. And the Holy War around here seems to be going okay for now, aside from the fact for some reason the Imperials are backing off. Don't do that. You're winning. Keep going. Right, troops, move in, and yes indeed, the Pannonians were just waiting for us. Good job, guys. Together, we will absolutely destroy these bastards. We will take some Nox mine, but to be honest, we're about to lose some troops because they're about to cease to exist. So, no problem at all. Tyke the fat. There we go. Captured you. Job done. Everybody else naff off home, please. 26 gold for his release. Go on then, why not? And I'd say it's probably time to break down this army. There we go. So, we're not going to be able to raise that again. We'll still be able to raise a decent amount. It's not bad. That's still a very, very healthy amount. Partly off the back of Athens over here, which is in good shape. In fact, you know what? This is already in a nice position already. Let's give them a lovely, lovely keep. There's a bit more money too. Yep, start investing in Athens. I like Athens. Athens is fun. In fact, you know, I wouldn't mind having more of Athens. Okay, show me the day you're a duchy here, because I believe it's these 4, isn't it? So, no, not that. Yes, here we go. These 4. So I now own this. You've still got Thebes, together with the duchy in general, so you kind of hate me, fair enough. Thessalia, meanwhile, technically belongs to me, just indirectly. And then we've got this random strategos right here. So, Okay, you don't just own that. You've also got yourself, yeah, Sparta and Achaia in general. Okay, you're a bit of a big deal. And tragically, I can't just usurp the realm by taking some more territory. I'd need to have a strong claim. Gotcha. Well, this place is going up. We're filling it up nicely. That's all absolutely a-okay. Military's in good shape, just filling up our troops here. The actual retinues will be back up to strength in no time whatsoever. And yeah, economy is in very, very good shape indeed. Okay, I may not have as much march as my father did, but I've still got a very healthy amount. And good. And the Emperor's finally figured out he shouldn't just let these guys take back the territory he spent a huge amount of time taking. I'm also slightly unclear as to what the situation is with my son and daughter, because they are present in my court. They are being educated by me. But yes, sadly, I can't actually say arrange their marriages yet, so I can't actually use them as political bargaining chips, which is kind of unfortunate. Because presumably, any child that my wife has will be born in Bulgaria, where she is. So as a result of that, I won't have access to them, which is not good. Not good at all. Now, she might not like it, but I could actually theoretically use a couple of extra spares, like legitimized bastards. I just need to get them from somewhere else. Plus, if I'm busy elsewhere and not actually hanging out with her, that means no more sons, and that means this guy is going to receive a slightly ludicrous amount of stuff when his parents pass away. Okay, while we're just waiting to see how my children shake out here, 1. How are things settling down in court? And everyone seems to be... Okay, everyone seems to be chilling out in my court, and my vassals seem to be calming down too. Excellent. I mean, there is one obvious thorn in my side over here, which is Oltenia. These guys have been causing trouble for a long time. They are Slavic pagan. Okay, which makes them very vulnerable to a massive holy war. I could just move in over here and basically trash all their stuff. They've got not enough troops to resist, and... Question is, who else would get involved? There is... Oh, no. He's not still around, is he? Whatever happened to old Poison Rat Tooth? He died a few years ago, in fact... Okay, hang on. September 943. Okay, I survived him by a matter of months. We took our rivalry to the flipping grave. But I outlasted him. But then again, we did kind of, you know, both get severely injured during the legendary journey and then immediately drop dead from our wounds. Maybe we shouldn't have tried to do that in our mid to late 60s. In fact, speaking of societies, good point. Let's actually get Community of St. Basil set up. So, fertility minus 15% is bad, but I've got like 25% off family, 25% off groom and heir. So, I would like to give my children more attribute points during their education. That'd be good. And in theory, if I turn out to be good at this business, then, yeah, I could pass on diligent and charitable, which are very good things. So, yep, we'll be joining for 69 gold. Nice. And straight away, I start being able to actually teach my wards a little bit more effectively. Love it. And okay, the forces of Oltenia are actually currently standing. I'm guessing you're drawing together to take on this host. So, momentarily, if that's what you're actually doing, you'll actually become... yeah, you're about to take a bit of damage. They're smaller than you, but that's a major river crossing, isn't it? Well, it's labelled, so it looks fairly major to me. Yes, that's definitely a major river, so that's a major disadvantage to you. So, you're about to take a bit of a battering. Momentarily will be an excellent time for a quick holy war to expand into a whole bunch of new territory. Love it. So yeah, you've got yourself a massive advantage there. You'll lose, but you'll take a bunch of them too, and... bloody hell. Bulgaria! Could you just not for 2 cocking minutes? I swear to God, if it's what's her face up... Okay, it's a different woman, I think. Okay, but all they want to do is increase council power. Now, is that really that bad? Is this worth me getting involved over? Well, I'm not taking on all of them immediately. Alright, I'm happy to let them just sort of shufty around, waste some of their strength doing sieges or whatever. I'm not getting involved straight away. Also, whatever's going on down in the Crusade, yeah, the Pope is now back into winning the Crusade. There's not much around here, to be honest, but apparently they've managed to just sneak in some troops, maybe just take a bit of territory while this guy's distracted elsewhere. There is a rebellion going on somewhere, so wherever that is, yeah, there's a very real possibility he might just be distracted for a bit. Okay, stay focused on this business over here for the time being. I would say now is not a bad time to do a quick holy war over here. Just get in, sack all of this. I've got a pretty good amount of money. And I've got less troops now, so I might not even be losing money with them raised. And do not raise the vassal troops. Alright, do not do that. 5,000 troops should be plenty enough. If he manages to somehow conjure some extra pagans from somewhere, at that point, I'd be willing to consider calling up the vassals. Not before. Yep, Council's 100% on board. Let's just get rid of these idiots. I think once upon a time they might have even been part of Hungary. Or were they a breakaway part of Bulgaria? I'm not sure. Right, troops, form up, please. Form up. Maybe not the Athenians. Yeah, you guys can just actually stand down. That's all absolutely fine. We'll call you guys up later if need be. For the time being, just focus on, you know, regrowing your forces, please. So we'll just check. Get everyone together over there. Don't really want the king to be involved, to be honest. He can just stay at home doing his own business. No problem whatsoever. And yeah, now I know potentially I need to actually get myself some children out. How long until we can go from, yeah, sex with the wife to sex with literally everybody else? My wife Philippa tells me she's pregnant, but that can't be right because she's busy, you know, defending Bulgaria. I'm over here ruling Serbia. Okay, ignore it. It doesn't matter. It's fine. And yeah, the only problem with Oltenia is, yeah, the supply limit here is garbage. Garbage on toast. Also, I've just realised as this guy actually gets worse and worse at being marshal, you'd actually be a better marshal. I think you've got, yeah, 8 marshal. Meanwhile, you'd be a better spy master. Okay, you two, swap positions, please. There we go. Much better. Alright, this guy's walking straight into Bononia over here. So, movement locked on the 26th. Do I want to bother trying to actually beat him into here? Why not? I'm happy for him to have... okay, he will have the advantage of the forest. Nope, because he's not going to bother actually trying to move in. And no, 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 do not get suspicious of your wife. She may possibly be cheating, but in all fairness, I'm planning to cheat on her, like, in 2.5 years' time, so I really can't complain. And yeah, so far, no other pagans have decided to get involved, which is good news. Right, cross the river into this safe section right here. We'll knock over this segment because, yeah, we can deal with that without actually being oversupplied, because for some reason the supply limit here is just tiny. It's just pathetic. Meanwhile, you're going to try and move over to here. Okay, I suspect I can siege down this place much faster. Yeah, ridiculously faster. So that's fine. We will siege down this here capital, then we'll just move over there and intercept you. Ah, yes, and don't forget about Nicopolis here. Nicopolis has actually been... ooh, hang on. Did you just hire some mercenaries by any chance? I'm guessing you did. Yes, 1,800 mercs. Okay, we need to take care of them right now. They need to be eliminated before they join up to the main force. Because right now, their morale is appalling. So it doesn't really matter about the river crossing or anything, actually. We just need to get on top of them as fast as possible. Could I actually get in here before you can get out? So combat will start on the 28th. So I will arrive on the 28th, and you'll arrive in... yeah, easy. I am so much faster than you guys, I can murder you before your actual morale kicks in. Excellent. So your mercenaries are going to be annihilated immediately. You can't flippy take me on. Naff off you go. Goodbye. Nice, easy, early on pick for me. And now he's going to try and get straight up to Severin. I need to get straight back to here, because right now... Nope, never mind. You have changed your mind immediately. Get out of this area, because of bloody supply limits, and straight back to this business again. So some of his mercs are going to be able to join up to the main force, but even so, I'm confident we can handle this. Okay, apparently Hector is now known as the Mule. This is very unfair. Okay, I'm a bit stubborn. I haven't done anything like massively stubborn recently. Also, I kind of forgot to form an alliance with the Bulgarians, which I should definitely do because I'm married to them. Okay, first victory over here. We have seized some territory and we got ourselves a daughter. Aha! This daughter is being marked as Kingdom of Serbia. So I'm guessing she just sort of lives with me for some reason. Okay, that is the third genetic defect that we've actually... Bloody hell. For some reason, genetic defects are just all over the place here. One of my children has a lisp, one of them's got a stutter, one of them's club-footed. Where are these things coming from? Well, presumably whoever my wife has been shacking up with. Also, for some reason, I really like the auto-generated name of Kale. She's just going to be Kale. Fine, absolutely. Now, do I want to head over the river and try and deal with this business, or do I want to stay here? Also, the economy is, okay, doing well. Athens is presumably helping out with that. I mean, I feel like I could win this one. This is one I could just move straight into. The question is, do I want to call up some mercenaries? Wow, mercenaries. Perun wouldn't have needed mercenaries, damn it. Or, of course, the vassals. We could call up the vassals. Hang on, I need the cheap ones, actually. And turns out, wow, mercenaries right now in a lot of demands. Okay, my vassals have come around a little bit. Some of them are pretty chill. The most important ones are, yeah, pretty much entirely into the green. So, okay, we're just going to raise some of the vassal troops. Just hold down control. Make sure we're not raising any that are actually, you know, in a bad situation or anything. And, okay, Hector. No, Hector. Hector, stop it. Do not do that, Hector. Right, you guys, all of you get down south fast as you can, please. For the moment, we'll just bring them all together, and then we'll just unify everything, storm this area. This is plains. Plains and a mild winter for the time being. So, okay. Everything will be fine. We just need to, yeah, get everyone onto Arsa, then we'll just move into the plains and... Okay, maybe I should have held off on the stupid alliance. Okay, I guess I'm going to accept, but I won't really be getting involved, to be honest, because you've kind of screwed yourself over on this one. And are you moving straight towards me? Are you now going to invade me immediately? I mean, due credit to the Bulgarians. They've managed to pull together 4,000 troops from somewhere. So if I can just kill one of these armies, that would not be terrible. But yeah, you guys just get on the mountain, run away for the time being. Okay, we've now got 2 wars on our doorstep. And no, hang on. Who the cock are you guys? Why are you fighting each other? Ah, that's a peasant revolt that happens to have, yeah, done you a very big favour, Your Majesty. Now, small problem. I'm not actually leveling up very fast whatsoever inside the church because this is based on learning. Now, my virtues are a nice benefit, but I am dumb as a box of hammers. So, yeah, that's not helping. Okay, vassals are starting to be a bit on the annoyed side. Also, okay, the actual uprising, hang on, which uprising is that? Oh, you've got so many uprisings right now. Oh, there's also on my Aphosite uprising. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so that force, that's the actual rebels who want to increase council power. These are just some unrelated rebels. Alright, troops now unified, and uh-oh, where are you going? Where are you flipping trying to get to? What's going on here? You don't really involve me. You definitely didn't rise up inside my territory. Naff off. Okay, move these 2,000 troops into the mountains of Arsa. Then again, hang on. Maybe a little bit further away. just for safety. The hills of Raskia. You're moving to Sofia. That's fine. Let's just stay away from these guys, because I don't know what they want, but technically they are hostile to me. So I've no idea where the heck they're going, but hopefully the Ragusans will take care of it. Right, that was another victory right there for me. I now hold all of this territory. So now I want to unify with my lads. So head here as a starting point. Then we can meet up in Arsa. Then we just march down onto the plain and annihilate these losers. The vassals are annoyed, but really not very annoyed, all things considered. They'll be fine for now. Right, bring the troops here onto the mountain of Arsa. They definitely can't do anything about that. And now, hang on, you're trying to get over, okay. You're trying to move over to Severin momentarily. Stay where you are. You redirect over here to Bononia. Let's bring them together and then we'll figure out what we're doing after that point. I'm confident we can outmaneuver this guy. And yes, now you're going to try and actually get on top of this area. So movement locked on first, arriving on the 6th. If I try and move in right now, then I am going to arrive on 14th. That's a bit of a shame, but that is, hang on, plains. Honestly, not the worst thing in the world. That's fine. Stay here, join up with the other forces. We'll deal with it as it comes up. Okay, there's a river crossing between here and Bononia where he is right now, but nowhere else. So, only problem is that bloody supply limit. Yeah, I'm going to lose some men just walking through this territory to avoid the penalties of the river crossing. It's a major penalty, so screw it. We're just going to have to head this way, and then once we're there, just head, no, through here, please, thank you. There we go, good old shift click that I forget exists half the time. So, now we'll just pass through here, fast as we can, and then we'll just smash this guy on the open plain. Then, Nicopolis should be very vulnerable because, yeah, the sub-regions have got basically nothing in them. So we're going to take a little bit of damage, but it shouldn't be too bad. Straighten over here. This should be a nice, easy victory. Just check I'm happy with... yeah, I'm happy with those commanders. This should be no problem whatsoever. I'm confident I've got the tech advantage as well. So, yeah. Bit of a grinding one. Perun would obviously have already won, but screw it, looks like it's going pretty well to me. Let's actually check on the state of their economy, by the way. So, yeah, they're losing 8 gold a month. I, meanwhile, I'm not losing anything, and... okay, I am not fat, I am not stressed, everyone needs to leave me alone. I'm not giving up diligent. It's too damn good, so I just have to risk stress. It's only 30%, and looks like I got lucky there. Good. Good, good, good. I'm not giving up diligent. It's too good to give up, damn it. So, yeah, these guys are now collapsing. No problem there whatsoever. And, uh-oh. Okay, we got plague floating around nearby. What epidemic just broke out? Camp fever. Not the worst thing in the world, but I'm a little bit worried about my precious son. You know, the kid who needs to inherit everything and is currently in Zeta, next door to the camp fever, as a child. Also, who's committed a cocking crime? Haskar, what have you done? Fabricate a claim on the entire kingdom, you say, Haskar. This is very, very much illegal. Leave it for the time being, though. I want my troops in a good position before we make a move, just in case it fails. It is pretty much, yeah, 50-50 whether this will work or not. Luckily, the council is happy for me to arrest him, because, yeah, everyone else sort of hates him. Apparently, he's a dick. Okay, so, the civil war in Bulgaria is over. She lost, but it was just to increase council power, so it's not the worst thing in the world, really. I, meanwhile, am doing very well. Thank you very much. So, just loop out over here. Round to Nicopolis. I've actually taken, yeah, this territory right here. This shouldn't be a major problem. And then, yeah, round to Nicopolis, avoiding this area because of the supply limit. Then straight on to Nicopolis in 1 second. If we're lucky, we might actually be able to catch the troops there. And that is hills, not so bad, really. So, okay. I'm moving over here. Can I catch you in time? You're moving out on the 15th. I'm moving in on the 22nd. Okay, so he's going to move over here. Also, there's just some Bulgarians here for some reason. I don't know. I might just want to storm this place, to be honest. How many troops are we looking at? 800 is not nothing. What I'll probably do is I'll siege down this place. Should be nice and fast. Then I'll just storm the other two. Then we'll just go up and deal with this guy. Then again, there's only 200 people to defend this place. That's not so good. And also the vassals are getting annoyed. This is starting to take more time. Bulgaria, would you maybe like to help out with this business, please? Because now you don't have a war on. Dear husband, of course. Excellent. Get over there, smash these guys, please. Also, she is personally leading troops right now. Honestly, if she were to die and my son were to take over, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And yeah, there's definitely more problems and... Okay. Someone wants to kill my son. Not too surprising, really, but concerning. Very concerning. So, I can't help but notice there's been, a small change in Bulgaria, which is, who the cock are you? Installed by faction demand. Right, the old queen has been kicked out. That is not good. That is not good at all. Right, so, am I technically allied with you dicks right now? I suppose I probably am. Okay, right. We might need to put you... hang the flip on here. So, okay, on the plus side, you are now Duchess Philippa of Moesia, which is... what do you actually own, by the way? Okay, you've still got a bunch of counties, so you do still have a power base. Once this war's over, and you guys are done helping me, I might well have to break off diplomatic relations with Bulgaria, purely for the sake of reinstalling my own wife. Okay, Nicopolis has fallen. The next territory will fall immediately. No problem there whatsoever, 91%. And a couple of schemes just ending automatically there. How are you doing over there? Right, we just need to basically go and kick your ass. Again. Guys, straight over the barren plain. We're just going to cross that, kick his ass. That should be the end of it. This has not been that difficult, but yeah, the Bulgarian situation is a concern. How did... Ooh! You guys won! Well done! Right, the Byzantine Empire is making some gains over here, but yeah, this business over here is not really going to plan, to be perfectly honest. Okay, this should be a nice, easy one. Got reinforcements coming in too, being led by... Okay, Philippa the Usurper, who's not actually the ruler anymore, but I guess she was when the army was raised. So, down to 81%, but we're about to beat this army. Then we can just walk into the nearby territories, and that should be your lot. Especially if we capture anyone, we do not. Sadly, we're not a Reaver anymore. I miss being Reaver. Right, straight in over there, please. Victory, and I'll be having all of this territory. Thank you. So, that belongs to 60 watts. Okay, that was more territory than I was expecting. Did I just inherit, like, all of the churches and stuff, too? Because I'm guessing I did. Okay, army, stand down. You guys return home. Heal yourselves up to maximum, please. So, yeah, all of this has now changed hands. Recently conquered, diddly-diddly-dee. We need to create some vassals for all of this, yes. Okay, that gets me to 10 out of 7. But, yeah, that's still too much. How's the plague doing, by the way? Oh, it's arrived. Okay, shut the gate. Try and keep my children safe, if we can. So, we're shutting the gate, that's fine. Camp fever is not the worst disease, all things considered. Okay, consider the positive side here. Even if we can't get the Queen of Bulgaria back to being the Queen of Bulgaria, we do still get all of this stuff being passed on to my son, assuming we can keep him alive. Yes, and better, with just a handful of gold, I can basically now have the Duchy of Oltenia. So we'll be having that, thank you, lovely. Meaning this idiot's now just chilling out over here by himself in Nicopolis, with currently literally 0 troops. So if Bulgaria wants to go and help themselves to that, I don't think anyone would object. Also, here's a good point. Right now, the Duke of Peck sort of hates me. And yeah, -10 will wear off momentarily, but plenty of other stuff, they're just not keen. Yeah, me and him just don't really get on. But what would make him like me was if, say, yeah, I actually pushed a de jure claim. And right now, can't help but notice Hungary is in terrible, terrible shape. Yeah, no money, basically no troops whatsoever. We should just be able to walk in and take whatever we want, really. So hang on. Are either of these easier to take? Oh, that's a nice territory. That's a really nice territory. But it would take longer to siege down. So we're going to be going for this one instead. Or rather, we'll do so in a minute. I need to figure out about the, the situation with my domain first. So, these territories, are they in any way, you know, good? Barely invested in, and modest, if any, investment. Basically, kind of terrible, actually. Pretty bloody bad. I feel like I should just give this territory away to somebody. This should just be handed over to somebody who I like and trust. How about good old Mateos, one of my commanders? Greek, Orthodox, Craven. Honestly, unremarkable, to be honest. How about you have yourself a big old bit of land? And here we go, I've got you a lusty game master. So you can enjoy a lovely board game and then some lovely sex afterwards. Alright, this is going to be great. We'll just get you two hitched, everything will be fine. Right, so here you go. Have your own capital over there, and we're not done yet either. Right, send him the good news. There we flippin' go. By the way, not done yet either. You may also have the associated duchy, because, you know, it is proper and fair. You have that. So, have that as well. He now absolutely flipping loves me, which is great. Although he does now think he ought to be on the council. Okay, I've just given you a lot. Shut up for a second. Ah, but here's positive. The Duke of Bosnia now feels they don't deserve a place on the council anymore. So, Duke Matthew, you'd actually be okay as, Marshal or Spymaster. You, meanwhile, would be a perfectly capable Chancellor, not spectacular, but you do, leaving Marshal open for this guy who'd actually be pretty good at it. So actually, this all works out pretty well. Oh, darn it, I can't actually change anyone round right now because of seclusion. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine for now. You want to actually be... Oh, you do a terrible, terrible job. Okay, we'll wait for the seclusion to end. Do not forget to make that happen. And poor old Bizprim is suffering from court fever. He's always been a good commander, but for some reason he hates me. Well, mainly because I'm a dick. Okay. So, he won't be thrilled about that. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Get rid of him. Out he goes. It's unfortunate, but I need to protect my son. Haskar is a traitor. He may be moderately positive towards me, but he is plotting against me right now. Oh, but now the flipping council won't actually be on hand. You've actually swapped sides. Okay, that's not good. And I don't really want to go handing out any favours to these arseholes. They'll introduce all sorts of stupid votes. Alright, we'll just have to wait. But then again, hang on. Who might I be able to get on side? Ah, right now you are doing returning a favour. How long's that gonna last for? Hang the flip on. Why am I even allowing Haskar to be on the council when he's plotting against me? No. You, my friend, could go. Which opens up a nice spot immediately, despite the plague for Matthew. And he is most definitely going to be voting for me. So yeah, we can move him around to a different position later, that's fine. But that should significantly change the balance of the council. Yep, military's in good enough shape. Council will now vote yes. I've stacked it with yes men. Let's see if we can arrest him. And, okay, we got lucky there. We actually got him on only a 31% chance. So, he has now been taken care of. So, am I allowed to revoke? So, okay, he's... Ooh. Hang on. He's Slavic. Well, doesn't that just make life interesting? So he'll hate me for this, but everyone else is actually super chill with it. He's a traitor, and he's not the same religion as them. Oh, Haskar. Why did you do it? Why did you start plotting against me? Right, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, Haskar's fate will be decided next time. But, yeah, we're definitely feeling the absence of Perun at this point. The military doesn't feel quite what it was. My courtiers aren't giving me the same respect as I'm used to. My vassals are no longer trembling in fear that the monster of the plains might be thundering towards them even now. So, we've held it together. But yeah, definitely feels like we've got some problems keeping the council in line. Whether I want to just revoke everything this guy's got and create a super friendly loyal vassal, we'll have to see. That's certainly one option. That's certainly one option indeed. But yeah, we need to come up with a bigger plan here. Serbia feels like it's broadly locked down. And that means that I need to figure out what my next big move over here is. And yeah, it's got to be moving back towards Turkey. I've got to retake some of modern-day Turkey. And those guys, they look like they should be weak, but they're not actually. So, yeah, need to keep a close eye over there and start paying more attention to the Imperial election too. Because the current Emperor is... Wait, who the cock are you? Okay, the game didn't even tell me the last Emperor died. He apparently died... Oh, he died yesterday. Well, that's surprising. Who are you? Ah, it's a guy down over here in a Kia. Gotcha. So, sadly, already married. No relationship to me. So far, we get on pretty well, but okay, I've potentially got myself some new vassals, and I've got a new liege as well. Okay, I'll need to consider what this changes. I should have a think about that. We'll try and figure out if this changes anything next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!
Yeah.